full steam on this, and it starts with trade bait. So who's on the block for real? And like, who are we going to be sad to see go, but understand like, yeah, okay, Lecky, Chiarot, but then we're talking about guys like Gallagher, right? Players who are beloved, who have alphabet on their jersey. Maybe even Petry. We'll talk about him in a sec. So let's jump into that for a sec. If this is the course we're going, the next way to build value in the club is through trades. What equity do we have that's realistically going to move now at this point, Drew?
Well, I think also now, I know Carey said yesterday, by the way, that they're very happy here. I still think, though, that a conversation has to be had with them by Kent Hughes and Jeff Gorton. Yeah. So that question wasn't asked to Carey, whether or not he's had a conversation with Kent Hughes or Jeff Gorton. Now, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I think it will. Just ask him about how he's feeling once he is healthy. So, again, if there is going to be a rebuild, it starts or ends with him. But I think that in Kent Hughes' case, of course, he's going to be having these conversations over the next month and a half, 2 months about who. I mean, Tyler Toffoli made it clear he's happy here, but he's playing well. So you can't not listen to offers on Tyler Toffoli at this point. Josh Anderson, I think, is going to be hard to let go in terms of the speed and skill game that they want to play. So I don't see him leaving. I think they're going to try to hang on to him. And I love Tyler. I just think that you have to listen on, if you get a good offer on him, you got to consider it at this point. We all know Ben Chiarot is at the top of the list of players that are likely going to be gone. Maybe Brett Kulak as a depth defenseman. So, I mean, these conversations are going to be happening. And I think the brass knows at this point, we're not going to try to lose games, but we're also going to try to make this team better starting as soon as next season. So if that's true, then you really have to listen on a lot of offers at this particular trade deadline. Lecky, as we know, with teardrops coming down, I think is a good candidate. Unfortunately, as Nick is a big fan, as a lot of us are. That goal from Evan's beautiful assist last night was a thing of beauty. And honestly, Lecky has been, I think, a fan favorite for a long time. But I think you have to listen on everything, and that's why Jeff Gorton and Kent Hughes are here, is because they're going to do things that Marc Bergevin maybe wouldn't have. He's not going to be attached to players. He's going to listen on absolutely everybody, and that starts at this trade deadline. So I think we have no idea who could be parting ways until we really get closer to the deadline and we actually see names starting to go, because I think it's as unpredictable as anything right now.
Yeah. It's trade bait, not trait bait. Sorry to fix that.
What'd you say?
No, it's a trait bait.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
We always didn't read it.
No, it's trade bait. Just want to get that,
Semantics schmantics.
Yeah, because we know we're going to get comments about that. No, I was just basically going to reiterate what you said. I think the phone lines are open for every single guy on the team right now. You do have your key players, like you said, Carey Price, that people who don't want to move, but at some point you don't have a choice but to have the conversation with them of, if this is the route we're going down, are you willing to stick? Do you want to be moved? And then you have to respect whatever the player chooses. Like if Carey Price decides he wants to be moved, I have the utmost respect for that decision. He deserves his cup. And if it's with another team, it's unfortunate, but player comes first. He deserves his cup. As for Lecky, like obviously we do not want him to leave. It's going to hurt like hell when and if he does. But the great thing right now is that he is playing so well that he can fetch us that first round and he can fetch us something good. So if we do end up making a move, it's going to be for the well of the team in the long run. So you've got to look at it in a positive way. And that's the positive aspect of it. We're going to have to expect to lose people if we want to be great. It's just the way it works. It's the business of hockey. And I think for the first time in a long time, we're going to be part of a trade deadline where we're going to see some moves. And we might not like them, but in the long run, it might benefit us. So it's just going to have to be what it's going to have to be.